Sooners. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Oklahoma Sooners offense has the ball first today. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. All right, guys, let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, has it...
There he goes. Made a defender miss. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. They're going to ride this running back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
He'll do it himself. Nice move to pick up yardage. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
Man, this defense has to be better. You have to stop the first part of the option, and that is the quarterback. And he gets loose. He gets the first down, another set of downs. They need to figure out this plan and how to stop this quarterback.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Give to the running back. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Tackled behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. So Texas A&M's offense will have its first possession of the game. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was singing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Behind the chains now on second and long. The lone back's got it. Got the first down and more. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Really good looking run there. This guy reminds me a little bit of an old Texas A&M Aggie great, Leland McElroy. He was so dangerous in space, was so difficult to bring down to the ground. All 11 guys on defense had to rally to the football.
Brings it to the open. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Man, you gotta love the offense coming out with a plan. They're going to feed their running back. Great job featuring him. Great job setting the physical tone. And they punched this defense right in the mouth and already got them back on their heels.
A&M comes back out with another first down. They'll try the run. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Firing to the right, complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get in the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
To the air on first down. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Aggies. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. When this place gets loud, it starts to sway. They've renovated, reinforced, and still the Raptors are shaking.
Yeah, and they still come out, and they still got the 12th man tradition. So many traditions at this school, and that's why they support and they love their team, and people want to come play here.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Looking to throw on first down. He's got him. Good pickup, a little bit short of the...
Nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Hand off from the shotgun. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. The give to the back. Runs through a tackle. Oh, and that's just like a penalty. They get in the backfield and knock him down for a loss of 5. The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
He'll keep it himself. He breaks a tackle.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Off play action. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Touchdown, Oklahoma! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
The great thing about spreading a defense out, I can see where the blitz is coming from. I can see where they're weak. I can see my matchups. Nice job by the offense, spreading them out, taking advantage of their matchup, and getting in for the score.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Interesting showdown in the MAC today, man. Take a look at how things are playing out. Arkansas State fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. Thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough, and they could just find a way.
The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense working from the pistol. They go to the ground. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets two. He's down at the 21. Guys, let's take a second here and think about Texas A&M. With just a few games remaining, they're atop the conference standings. Jesse, how hard is it not to look ahead at this point?
Really, really hard, because everybody's talking about the conference championship, who you might play. You still got to deal, and you still got to take care of business on the field today. That's the most important thing. It's been a phenomenal season up to this point, David. Great things ahead, potentially, but you got to win this one today.
Well, and I think that's what's really important. It's a great start, and now it's about finishing the season. To be at the top is awesome, but you can't lose a conference game or two conference games and get yourself out of the mix here right at the end when you're so close to the finish line.
Wants to go up top on first down. They've got the screen set up. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch. Make the run. Get the first down.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
And the Aggies have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Back to pass. He lets it fly. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. The Aggies come to the line needing just inches for the first down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, on 2nd and inches, the offense tried to catch the defense napping, and they took a shot, didn't get it. 3rd and inches now, you got to do the obvious thing and run it. The defense completely stuffs you. Now you got 4th down. What do you do if you're on offense?
Turning it on. Attack. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Aggie. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. He makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Complete. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Reads it, fires complete.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
They'll try to get it through the air. Makes the grab. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
The Sooners are marching down the field.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
They give it to him again. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Complete in the middle. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Motion from the back. The run from the shotgun. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Pulls and fires complete to the right. Touchdown, Sooners! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Extra point here will tie the game.
And I like this offense not panicking, executing on this drive, and driving down the field and tying this football game up. I love the no panic, just stay chill, and now we got ourselves a football game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. They'll leave it with him. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Grabs it in the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Setting up the screen. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Rides the back on the option to give.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Oh, he makes the catch. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Grabs it inside the 10. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal.
And, man, he had nobody around him. That has got to be embarrassing for this defense. When you let someone that deep downfield go completely uncovered.
They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. A 1st down run in the red zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Aggie.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Wants to throw on 1st down. A little screen to the running back. This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31. The Sooners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Heaves it on the run. It's caught. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Well, he's able to make it easy after that catch, and I think his speed is something that just scares DBs to death. And you think about great Oklahoma receivers recently, guys like CeeDee Lamb, Sterling Shepard, Hollywood Brown. DBs gave them so much cushion because they were afraid they were going to get run by, and I think that's how defenses treat this guy too. With his speed and his playmaking ability, he scares you to death, and that cushion helps him out tremendously.
They've really got this offense humming. Just the 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. Got his man on the outside. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Back to pass. Trying to barrel in. And he's down right there. Picked up a few, but still some work to do to get a 1st down. A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. The option look. Quick toss. Touchdown, Oklahoma! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? Setting up for the extra point and the tie. Boy, we've got offenses just flat getting it done. I wonder how the defenses are going to counter all of this firepower.
They are too, Reese. They're wondering how they're going to counter this offense. As you've seen the explosion, it's so hard, so much speed, and such effort like that. Offense is just, they got the upper hand.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the 1st half. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Right back to the well. Oh, did you like that stiff arm? Get a face full of that as he gets it up to the 34.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
They'll try to power their way ahead. Turns it on in midfield. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
Third down and 2, you know it's time to get physical, and this unit paves the way, Jesse, and gets the big first down.
And this back's got such a burst, too, doesn't he? As soon as he saw the hole, he exploded through it and picked up a huge chunk of yards.
Texas A&M back to work with another first down. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Got his man to the left. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Goes to the option. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got some work to do on second down after that last one. They need 13. Out of the gun, the inside give. Jumped on top of the pond. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
Nice job by this offense converting the third down. Listen, third and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. Third downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
They'll run it on first and goal. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. On second and goal, they go right back to it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On third and goal, they'll try to throw it in. And that one's way too far for everybody.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
Splits the uprights. Good. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in College Station for a fun first half than you? And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coach coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify.
The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. They opened this 3rd quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Gets it out quickly. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Offense in a bunch formation. Looking to throw on 1st down. Zings it complete to the right. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
And the Aggies can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll go back to the ground. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the 1st half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the 2nd half.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And they finally get to this guy, and he's electric. He's dynamic. He can make plays with his feet and scramble around, and I think they got used to it in the 1st half, and now if they want to win this football game, they got to continue to catch that fast joker and get him on the ground.
2nd down, he'll throw it. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. The Aggies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's not afraid to go deep. Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And they take it in for 6 more points.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. That makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple of drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops, Palmer, and get you the football back.
And I think here, too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
Pocket breaking down. He's got an open man. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. And the Sooners want to move quickly.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense.
He's pushed out of bounds at the 22.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
From the gun, the running back has it. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. This crowd knows when to bring it. To the air on second down. He's got it on the move. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understand the ball came out quick. I got to break, get hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense.
Hands it off. Makes his man miss. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. And the Aggies in a good spot here with second and short. Running back searching for a hole. There he goes. The 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Aggies. He got it loose, and it was lights out after that.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stuff.
Just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points, and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Sends it back in motion. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Gets away from one, finds some space. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Looking to throw for it. Touchdown Sooners! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
And he makes the extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. The give to the tailback. Shakes off the defender. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Now on second down. The give to the back. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
The screen game for this offense, man, it's a feel thing, like when to call it and when you can anticipate somebody being aggressive, and they pick the right time, man. They hit the defense, third down, big play, slip it right behind the linebackers, make the play, and get the first down.
Bring in the heat. Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And we haven't called his name a lot, and I think this offense, they need to find a way to continue to manufacture touches for the big tight end. And I don't care how you do it. I don't care where you line him up. He's that good, and if I'm this offense, I'm going to find him more often.
Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Not able to hook up there, incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, running back on the move. Breaks into the open. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Aggie! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. That's his third touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And he's going to bring it out. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires downfield. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
They'll move the tight end. Going to swing it on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to...
Found a seam on the left. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And they take it in for 6 more points.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Cal is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Aaron Rodgers, this has not been a blowout today in Berkeley. They're up by 9 over Stanford. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Gets the back moving. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Pitts. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning it. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. The Aggies can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Here's the give off the left side. They'll stop him at the 46 after a 5-yard pickup.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They'll go to the ground. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And you hear people talk about the 4-minute offense all the time in football. What does that mean? That means you're getting first downs, running the clock, and just right now physically dominating up front. Nice job by this offense.
They think there's room to run to the right here. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. And the Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the back. Turning it on! An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. He now has 72 yards on the ground, and what a season he's having. It's almost certainly going to be a 1,000-yard campaign. He wants to throw it. Trying to pull his way in. Almost in, but they'll say he didn't make it, inches away from the touchdown.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
And after that strong play on first down, they're right on the cusp of a score, 2nd and goal. They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggie. They put another one on the board here in the 4th quarter. And how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1.
The identity of this offense is their ability to run the football. They're doing that in this game. That's now 3 rushing touchdowns on the day.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Gets open down the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
I know a lot of people don't like prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the 4th quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to let that clock tick because I am up and that clock is running out.
And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Bunch formation for these receivers. Looking downfield on first down. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Trailing this much in the 4th quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Just keep slinging it. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Makes the catch. They convert on 3rd down. Gets it to the 46-yard line. The Sooners in the hurry-up. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Ashmore. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Well, we knew this quarterback could put up some monster numbers. He is putting on a clinic in this game. He now has over...
Throws toward the end zone. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. And the Sooners have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Got his man on the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. It's complete. He gets it inside the 20 to the 19, but they still have a ways to go, and it'll be 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the catch. They will score. Touchdown Sooners. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. Right back to the well. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. This is a big 3rd down. If they can move the chains, they can just about salt this game away. Looking to throw. Safe completion on the screen. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. A&M comes back out with another 1st down. They'll give it to the back. Got room to work. Powers through the defender. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
There's not a lot of mystery what you're going to do on offense at this point of the game. With the lead late, you're just going to lean on your star running back. This is a guy who is going to play on Sundays at the next level. Just keep giving him the football and just let him take this thing over.
His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. Has to get there to move the sticks. He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive.
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run, and you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
To the air on 1st down. Makes the grab. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. Let's take just a second and talk about Oklahoma. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. And it's just hard to imagine that this guy will be back leading this program next year.
Yeah, and you want to see him finish strong, and I think Coach needs to finish strong. All the negativity swirling around the program, obviously, you hear it. It's a part of it. The kids hear it, but finishing strong would kind of ease some of that but calm him. It's the body of work. Everything he did this season is going to be taken into account.
He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The decision to go for it does not pan out. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. And the holder will place it down on the left hash. A 47-yard try coming. Good, right down the boulevard. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
No more room to run. They make the tackle right there, and the clock is at 0, and that's how this one will end. After not really playing their best earlier this season, people said this team is bad. Now they won.